Is trading intuition or can it be taught? And how long does it take to become profitable? As a trader, potentially, let's get into it. A lot of topics. We're gonna go into depth, so make sure to watch to the end, because if you're struggling with trading for any reason, this video is gonna help you get right. This video is gonna help you get back on track. So welcome in, fam. Much love, Trap. Look at the mountains behind me. We got the ocean over here driving by. Headed into do dog training for Nalani back here. She's getting her advanced trick title. And then I'm going on a waterfall hike with some friends, scouting it for a business event, taking a guided adventure tour there. So we need to go check it out. But I wanted to tap in with you on the way there. By the way, you can see the beach a little bit over here. Driving by. Oh yeah. I want to tap in with you to help you in your trading journey and answer a couple questions. So and call out some problems that I see in this industry. So let's get into it. Now, the first idea is, is it more skill, or is it more natural talent and intuition? Or is it something that can be learned and taught? And depending on who you are and your background, you might think that it's one or the other. And it's common to think certain things, well, it's natural gifts, whatever. This has been proven though. So if you don't know the story, there's a couple guys, Richard Dennis and William Eckhart, and together they're one of the best trading teams of all time. Richard Dennis averaged 100% annualized returns for 20 straight years. He turned a small fortune, no, he turned not a fortune, he turned a small amount of money into a large fortune. I'll say it again. Verified, 100% straight, 100% gains, 20 straight years. So once he's real big, him and his business partner, William Eckhart, they're having a conversation. And Dennis says, I think trading can be taught. And William Eckhart says, I think it's natural gift. I don't really think it can be taught. So they set out to settle this. And these stories, they're told in the Market Wizards book. And there's also a really good book called The Complete Turtle Trader. So The Complete Turtle Trader is something that I really recommend for you, because it's going to give you a really solid understanding of trading systems that work and what it takes to actually make it in the trading business, and also what is going on in the hedge fund business, so you have some insight into what actually works in terms of professional trading. But they said, let's settle it. How do we settle it? They said, let's hire a bunch of people and teach them to trade and see if they can make money. So their approach was, though, and really give them hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars and see what they can do with it. And they're hiring non-traders mostly. They're hiring people off the street. They're hiring game designers, college dropouts, chess players, actors, all kinds, and seeing if they could do it. Now, they didn't just give them the money and let them run. They spent only 2 weeks to teach them, and then after that 2 weeks, all the traders are together in a room for roughly the first 6 months to a year. Now, the system that they taught them, by the way, they gave them a mechanical system. It's a trend following system. Has similar concepts to my own system that I've described to you, but let me describe it briefly here. Their system, they're trading bullish assets, mostly. They're looking to go long. I'm gonna give you the basics. It's more advanced, but go long on a new 30-day high, or go long on a new 50-day high. And their stop loss is a measure of ATR. I think it was a couple ATR, average true range, couple average daily volatility. And they're set to every time price moves one ATR in their favor, they advance their stop and add an additional position, pyramid position. So they're adding, I think they had a limit, they could add like 5 positions. And then once they're pyramided, they leave the stop. And I think then the exit is if price makes a new 15-day low. So what ends up happening is it was a super low win rate strategy, because instead of claiming a profit, you're adding to it, and a lot of the times it comes back and they have no take profit. But what would end up happening with this strategy is sometimes, especially with the bullish assets, you're in a bull run, price just moves in one direction and you've added 5 positions, and it moves and moves and moves and moves, and months later it makes a new 15-day low, stops you out. So this is the basic system that they gave them. It's called a trend following system. I'm a huge fan of trend following system. The features of a trend following system are no take profit and trailing stop loss and pyramiding positions. Those are the features of a trend following system. The entry matters less, but you've seen my computer model. I've gotten it back tested. It still works in 2024. It still works amazing in 2024. Now, I'm looking at things that I know almost nobody else is looking at, but for my entry, but the entry doesn't really matter that much compared to the position management, which is adding and advancing and leaving it alone. Anyways, that's the system. So what were the results they got? Well, a lot of the traders were not profitable in their first 6 months as they're figuring things out, but they all became profitable in the second year, and they started to put up ridiculous results. As a group, we're talking about 20, 30 traders. They're averaging 100% return a year. All of a sudden, a whole group, all the traders in the room averaging 100% for 1, 2, 3, 4 straight years, 5 straight years. The program gets shut down. But what does that mean? 1, trading can definitely be taught, and 2, you can get profitable quick. Why does it take some people so long? Why do some people never become profitable? I'll tell you what I think it is. I don't think it's psychology. I don't think it's lack of work ethic. I don't think it's lack of intelligence. I think it's who your mentor is, who your mentors are, and what trading system you have. So these guys were super lucky that they're under the tutelage of, at the time, he was considered the greatest trader of all time. And I would still put him, you would have to put him up there by the numbers. You'd have to put Richard Dennis up there as, if not the greatest, he's in the top 5 best traders of all time, to have that kind of track record. So that was their mentor, and also he gave them a system with huge edge. And William Eckhart, who is Richard Dennis's teammate, his business partner, was the mathematician. So they made their trading partnership. Richard Dennis is the trader, William Eckhart is the mathematician. So he's a computer modeler, and together, I know the glare is kind of crazy, together they're able to backtest these systems and see that this has huge quantifiable edge. So imagine you step into this and your mentor is the guy who makes the most money, and they gave you not just a system that works, but it's pretty easy to work because it's low time frame, you let it run, and you're in a room with 30 other people with the same training and just talking to them every day. You'll do great. So it all depends on your trading education. And I think not just lack of mentorship, but not having a computer tested profitable system is why most traders fail. Now, I'm not here just because I want to hawk my own system and say, hey, buy my indicator. I'm here to say, hey, most traders fail because they don't have a system like Richard Dennis, William Eckhart. Most traders fail because they've backtested by hand, if they've ever backtested, and they have no data. They're not able to split test. They're not able to computer back test. They don't know what works. They don't know what doesn't work. So essentially they're gambling, and they're trying to survive long enough to develop this intuition, which can be developed, can be given to them on day one with the winning system. These guys proved it. These guys proved it, and I buy it. I believe them, and I believe if you give someone a simple to trade, computer back tested system that has huge edge, they can average 100% a year pretty quickly. But most people don't have that. Guess what? I didn't have that either. Here's where I'm going to rant a little bit. I fell in with the wrong mentors. I don't want to name names, but these guys have good intentions. But you see very few people in this space that have a back-tested computer model. It's super rare. I don't know if I'm in the wrong, not meeting the right people, or what the deal is, but I'm not meeting a lot of people who have computer back-tested models that say, hey, fact, this has huge edge. It's simple to trade, right? So instead you have people who you don't know if they're profitable or not, or you don't know if their system is profitable or not. They might be unprofitable, and they're teaching you concepts and habits that will lose you money. And I've made other videos around this. Some of those concepts are going short on the best assets. Some of them are taking a quick profit, running a tight stop loss, trading the low time frame. This is what you see on social media. There are rare exceptions of people who make a lot of money doing it this way. But if you look at people with verified track records like Richard Dennis, if you look at the Robbins Cup, if you look at the US Investing Championship, these are swing traders who pyramid positions and hold for big multiple moves. They trade not the same, but they trade similar. They buy breakout, they buy high prices, they buy the strongest things, they don't short them. And a lot of these people, some of them are on social media, and you can find them. A lot of them aren't, because they're too busy managing hedge funds. They're too busy making a lot of money to sell a course. Not that you can't do those things together, but also it's not flashy, right? The video that gets the click is the big red candle on the 1 minute, the big green candle on the 1 minute. And right, the best marketer probably isn't the best trader, right? The most entertaining educator probably isn't the best. The best trader is the best trader is the best trader, but isn't necessarily the best on social media, right? So it's easy to get lost here and follow the wrong people. And what I want to show you a different model. How has my track record been? I had a good couple years, I had a bad couple years. I don't need to show you my track record though. I'm not trading my track record, I'm trading a computer model. I can show you the computer model. Make that a standard demand of your trading. Demand to see the computer model. Demand to see the verified trading results. And then you can decide if you like it or if you don't like it. If you don't like my computer model, you like someone else's more, that's fine. But argue the math, right? Not the opinions. So that derailed me, and that made it take me, I mean, funny enough, this is how I initially traded in the first 2 years. Pyramid position, breakout on Bitcoin, add. Price starts to reverse, I'm out. Took me over a year to do. And so I feel like, okay, I'm kind of a natural at trading, but I got derailed by by Twitter and by, right? And I don't want to blame other people. It's myself. I was chasing shiny objects, and I was also naive, and I didn't know who was real or not. I didn't know what actually worked or not. I was slow. I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know what mattered or not. And unfortunately, I didn't find the right mentor. And honestly, I never have in person. I've only done it through books. and through computer models, right? So it's really through market wizards and reading all these stories of the best guys, most of whom don't have courses, or some of them are past, they're not here, and going and finding a way to test what they had to say, test their trading systems, some of their trading systems myself, and seeing if it has edge or not. So to answer the second question of how long does it take to be profitable, it's possible to be profitable real quick. You saw these guys were doing 100% a year. It took them 6 months to get consistently profitable. When I say consistently profitable, I mean big yearly returns every year, because their trading system only had 50% winning months, actually, between 50 and 60% winning months. But the wins were massive. 60%, up 60% on this month, up 80% on this month, up 30% on this month. So if you have the right teacher and you have the right model, you can learn to trade quick and you can be profitable almost right away. Is it as exciting as finding your own way and trying these different things and struggling? No, but it doesn't need to be. You don't need to struggle that much. And also, why does trading need to be exciting, right? Go gamble at a casino if you want excitement. Real trading can be pretty boring. Following a computer model makes you feel like a robot or a monkey, you know? But I want it to be, quote, so easy a dog could do it, right? This trading system is so simple to follow, a dog could do it. Guess what I do for excitement? I go cliff jumping, I go mountain climbing, I go hiking, I go surf overhead waves, I go on dates, I go to events, I have an adventure business, I go on travel, right? These are things that I do for excitement. What I don't do for excitement is trade. Trading doesn't need to be exciting. That's somewhere where new traders get derailed, is you start trading for excitement and fun and enjoyment. And that's not the way to go. That's not the way to do it. So to circle back to the beginning, trading can 100% be taught, and it comes down to teaching the right system. But there's so many junk systems. So make it a standard. Demand to see the back testing of the system that you're going to be trading. Demand to see it. Make sure and then choose. And it's possible to be profitable a lot quicker. So I'd never say I wish I went back in time, but I won't even say all that was necessary to get to me where I am. I was lost, couldn't find the right mentor. I'll take responsibility for it. I fucked up somehow. Should have spent more time trying to answer that question from the beginning. And it wasted 2 years financially. Set me back years financially, those 2 years. Was it a waste of my life? Not necessarily, but hope you find that useful. Comment down below what you think. Do you agree or disagree? Do you think trading can be taught? Do you think it's something total intuition or something else? Okay, appreciate you, much love, talk to you soon, peace.